Hello and welcome back to M's Flavor Stage. I know it has been quite a minute. It's been several months to be exact since I've made a video, but in my last video I did state that I'd be away for a little while, not making as much videos as I was, but alas, here I am. I had an idea to make a hamburger steak with gravy and onions, so that's what your girl's gonna do today. All right, so I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day wherever it is that you're watching in the world. I want to give a shout out to my subscribers. Hey. And if you're watching this for the first time, go ahead and just, click the bell, click subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, now without any further ado, let's get cooking. All right, you guys, so here in my skillet, I have about 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using canola oil today, but you can use the oil of your choice. And I have my frozen patties that have been thawing. They're not all the way thawed out, but this is what I'm gonna be using to make this recipe. Of course, if you have some ground beef handy, you can always form those into patties. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding this to my skillet. Okay, now I'm going to be making 8 patties since I have a family of 4. Let me lower the heat a little bit because now it's jumping. Okay, we're going to let these cook for 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And I'm going to put some seasoning. So for now, I'm going to move away while this is popping because I don't want to get burned. And your girl will be right back. Okay, so for my seasoning, I'm going to start off with this garlic pepper seasoning. I believe I got this just like at my local grocery store. So I'm just going to sprinkle an even coating on top of here. I like this seasoning because it has everything that I need. It has, let's see, garlic, onion, parsley, pepper. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of adobo. Okay, so just sprinkle a little bit on here, not too much so your meat is not super salty. All right, and when I turn it around, actually let me throw in a little more garlic. You know I love my garlic. So let's go ahead and throw in a little bit of garlic powder to this. And why the heck not add a little bit of onion powder. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the opposite side, and your girl will be right back. All right, so now I'm gonna sprinkle about 2 tablespoons of this Worcestershire sauce on here. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over and do the same. And then I'm gonna remove these from the heat. Okay. All right. These also don't have to be cooked all the way in this step because when you put it in the gravy and onions, it's going to continue cooking. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and remove these and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have left in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of that hamburger oil that was in the pan. But now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to let that melt. And then I'm gonna add some onions. Now I got about an onion and a half that I sliced. You can use 2 onions. I didn't want mine too oniony, so that's why I have an onion and a half, okay? So I'm just gonna let this melt here. It's gonna be nice because it's gonna provide that rich flavor from the drippings from the hamburger as well. So I'm just gonna let this melt. Then I'm gonna add the onions. It's gonna cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until the onions are nice and golden brown. And I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Be right back. Okay, so this is how my onions are looking now. They're nice and soft and caramelized. I did go ahead and add 3 minced garlic cloves, okay? So we're gonna let this cook down just a minute or more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my flour to start making my gravy. Right back. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of flour. Okay. And I'm going to whisk this for about a minute. Okay. I'm gonna get these clumps out of here. I cannot wait to see what this is gonna taste like. This is the first time I've ever made this. I don't know, my son kept asking me what's for dinner. We've got a lot of chicken, and my in-laws had gave us some burgers at an event that we went to on 4th of July, which was such a huge blessing. And I'm like, yeah, there's so many ways to use burgers as opposed to the traditional, yeah, I'm gonna make me a burger. So let's see how this goes. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 cups of beef broth. Okay, so let me come in this way. I'm just gonna whisk this in. Okay, this is gonna start making our beautiful gravy. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice, you guys. Okay, all right, let me turn up my heat a little bit. I had my heat for my onions on like a medium low because I didn't want my onions to burn. Okay, this is looking great. Let me give you a little close up. Okay, so this is gonna start to boil a little bit, you know, like simmer. Okay, I am gonna add a little dash of Gravy Master. This just gives a fantastic flavor to your homemade brown gravy. Okay, you only need a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be here. It's gonna cook for about 5 minutes or so until your gravy is thick. If you notice that it's not as thick as you would want it to be, then just add a little bit more flour till you reach the consistency that you want. All right, once this is nice and simmered, I'll be back to put in the patties and show you how all of that looks. Be right back. All right, so this is how our gravy is looking so far. It tastes absolutely amazing, as your typical brown gravy would taste like. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding some of these patties back into the skillet here. Okay, hopefully all 8 are gonna fit. If not, I'm gonna have to make it fit. Okay, I think I should be good. Okay, all right, look at this right here. I got a little bit of juices. I'm gonna go ahead and put this bad boy right in the skillet. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and let this burgers back. You want to cook it on simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes or until the patties are cooked through and tender. Okay, you guys, get a load of this beautiful hamburger steak we have right now. Just wanted to show you how it's simmering and looking beautifully. I went ahead and made some white rice, and I'm also gonna make some mashed potatoes. So stay tuned to the finished work. And I'm gonna get to taste testing here really soon. Be right back. All right, so here I have my potatoes that I chopped up. I had about 5 potatoes, and then I threw some garlic cloves in there and had seasoned the water with some garlic, salt, and parsley seasoning. So I'm just letting this boil. Once it's drained, I'll show you how I make my mashed potatoes, because I don't remember if I have. Maybe I did, but hey, I'll just be doing it again. Be right back. All right, so now I have began the mashing process. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a 1/4 cup of milk, followed by a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Okay, 1/4 cup of heavy cream to this. All right, this is gonna make it creamy. Then I'm gonna add a 1/2 stick of butter. Okay, go ahead and, oops, add that in there. Now these are gonna be like a garlic Parmesan kind of mashed potatoes. So let me just get this nice and mashed right here. And then I'm gonna add my shaved Parmesan cheese to this. I mean, whatever Parmesan cheese you have, by all means use that. I might actually get a little froggy and mix what I have, because I have the grated Parmesan cheese and I have the shaved Parmesan cheese. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, this is coming nicely together. All right. I like to leave the skins on my mashed potatoes. Of course, if you don't, by all means, just peel those bad boys away when you cut in your potato. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to get my shaved Parmesan cheese, which looks like this. There we go, looks like that, okay? I'm gonna put a nice handful of this in here. Probably I'll just go ahead and just finish what I had in here, which was probably less than half a cup, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and just mix this together. All right. Then I'm going to take my garlic pepper seasoning that I used earlier, and I'm gonna add a little bit of this. I'd say probably like 2 tablespoons. Okay, that's gonna give it a nice extra peppery flavor. Now remember, I had garlic cloves that I put in the water. Those cloves have been mashed along with the potatoes, so that's gonna add that depth of flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and add about a teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay. Yeah, this is looking amazing. Just the consistency that I wanted. Okay, that cheese is melting in there. Okay, and I'm gonna give a little taste test. Okay. I wanna add a little extra touch of salt. So I'm just gonna do salt to taste. Okay. 1 second. Get my little spatula. Okay. Oh my gosh, this tastes amazing. And the hamburger steak is just waiting to get eaten. It's so good. Okay. All right. So let me do one more taste test. That's good right there. And that's it. So I'm gonna get ready to plate, and I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I have gone ahead and plated this wonderful meal. Look at that. That looks so delicious. You can see the hot steam coming out of there. Looking so good. All right, I have a special guest today, my wonderful hubby, who is going to be trying this fabulous meal. So tell us, what do you have here?
Well, I have a little bit of hamburger steak and some garlic, Parmesan, mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I'm going to take a bite of both the steak and the potatoes together. That's the only way to do it in my book. And here we go. That's delicious.
Let me try some of that. I'm trying the mashed potatoes first. Okay. Got a little bit of meat. Oh my goodness. Okay. First of all, the mashed potato consistency is perfection. It's exactly how I wanted it. Not too salty, not too bland, just right. You can taste that Parmesan cheese in there. You can taste a little garlic, the hint of garlic in there. But when you take the meat and combine it, that flavor palette in your mouth is the bomb, okay? It is just perfectly seasoned. It is not too salty. I don't know about you, but sometimes I automatically put salt on everything when I eat it, which I know it's bad. But you ain't gotta do that for this dish, okay? So what were your thoughts on the meat texture, the flavor?
The meat texture was very soft and very flavorful. The potatoes, the steak, it just goes really, really well together. The onion as well, that's delicious. Bon appetit.
All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another banger at M's Flavor Stage. But before you get going, I want to tell you a little something. Come here. Come get a little closer. So, my husband and I are competing in a contest called America's Favorite Couple. and we would love your votes. You are able to go and vote every day, once free, every 24 hours. They have some other options on there where you're able to vote for us. Last time I checked, today we were currently in 3rd place in our group. The voting session ends on July 16, but please check out the link in the description box. We would so appreciate it if you're able to just go and just click a little vote on there. Click a little bit on there for us. We would greatly appreciate it, okay? So that's it of this episode of M's Flavor Stage. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode of M's Flavor Stage. Ciao.